Whiskey! Whiskey! That's what this channel is for. And yet, for months now, at least since April, I haven't made a video. Oh my God. Okay. Let me just kind of explain why I haven't made a video yet in all these months. And now, suddenly, I'm back. Well, the main reason is because I've just sort of been questioning myself. I made this video because I made this whiskey shed in my backyard. Because I'm a fan of whiskey. I love whiskey. But I'm not a whiskey sommelier. I'm not somebody who is trained in tasting whiskeys and giving you a really good in-depth type of review. So, with that all being said, I'm just a fan of whiskey, just like you might be while you're watching this right now. So, I'm going to share with you a few whiskeys here. Right now, I'm going to just give you my honest opinion. I'm not going to give you tasting notes. I'm just going to give you my honest opinion. And that's what I'm going to do moving forward. It's just going to be, this is what I like about it, you know. It doesn't have to do with, oh, I taste, grass, or I taste, the barrel, or there's tannins over here. I know a little bit about that stuff, but I don't know enough to make a educated, guess about what the whiskey tastes like. So I'm just going to give you my honest opinions. I'm going to leave the professional opinions, or not opinions, but professional tasting notes and everything to the professionals, like those over at the Whiskey Tribe and the Whiskey Vault. Those folks know what the hell they're doing. They've made it into a business. So I highly recommend going over and checking out their channels. Another thing that I also want to share with you is something my wife bought me for my birthday. And I've used it a lot, as you can see, and that is a burning board. And with the burning board, she gave me, let's see here, I've got 3 different types. I've got pecan chips, and I've got apple and cherry, and it's, God, I think I made it, honestly, I think I may have made a video about this. Or, no, not on this channel, it was on my Facebook. Anyway, that stuff, it really does work. It's so awesome. So, let's try some whiskeys, shall we? So the first one that we're going to try, let's take a look. Oh my gosh. I went up to Pennsylvania not too long ago. And I went up there to visit my daughter for the weekend. While I was there, of course, I had to go. I swear I'm not burning down the shed. Okay. Anyway, Dad's Hat. This is Dad's Hat, genuine small batch, Pennsylvania rye whiskey, finished in port wine barrels. It is 94 proof, and it is distilled and bottled in Mount Laurel Spirits in Bristol, Pennsylvania. So there you go. And you see that I kind of like it a little bit. It's already halfway done. I got this bottle around the weekend of July 4th is when I went up there. So let me just take a little taste and tell you what I think. I'm just going to do a little sip because I want to do a couple different whiskeys today. Something big going on in downtown Lewisburg here. It's just a nice, warm, spicy. It's a really good whiskey. If you're just wanting to like maybe pair this with like a burger, like a big stinking like greasy burger or something, man, this would be so good. When I say stinking, I don't mean that it's like nasty or anything. I'm talking about like, I like burgers with like pepper jack cheese and mushrooms and banana peppers and stuff like that. Like just a bunch of spices on there. This is why I like rye whiskey so much. So, yeah, very, very good. Definitely going to get another bottle of that when I go back. Now, a few whiskeys that I got while I was in Florida this year. I went to Orlando, Florida for the weekend. Went down there to the theme parks and everything down there and stayed in a nice, really nice house. Visited a couple different ABC stores. Well, I don't know if they call them ABC stores in Florida. They do here in North Carolina. But some of the ones that I got And I hate to say it, but this one's about empty. I have just a little bit left in there. I'm not going to taste this one. I'm saving that one last sip because I can't readily find this in North Carolina. This is Angel's Envy Finished Rye. Again, a rye whiskey, and this one is finished in Caribbean rum casks. And oh my gosh, 100 proof, so good. This right here, when I first tasted it, it just gave me the idea of, like, you know, when you smell it, it smells like maple syrup. I call it Christmas in a bottle because it just smells like yum. I mean, it's probably the most unique whiskey that I think I've ever had. Now, I've had the regular Angel's Envy that is finished in the port wine barrels, and it's great. It's a nice, smooth, calm whiskey. There's nothing like exceptional about it. It's good, but that Angel's Envy Rye is just amazing. Now, it's a little bit more expensive. The regular Angel's is probably around $55, $60, depending on where you're at. The Angel's Envy Rye, that was just a little over $100 for the bottle. So that was a good investment, even though it barely made it back from Florida. Now, I am a huge fan of Scotch as well. For anybody that's been here, one of our very first things that we reviewed in the very first video was, oh man, what was it? Ardbeg, the Ardbeg 10, which, if you're a fan of Ardbeg, another one, and I haven't had this one in a while. This is Magnus, Highland Park Magnus single malt Scotch whiskey. Product of Scotland, 40% alcohol, and this is what I refer to as a baby Ardbeg. It's like got all those flavors that you would find in an Ardbeg, only they're kind of muted, they're kind of dumbed down a little bit. And that, I mean, I haven't had this one in a while, so I gotta have a little bit of that. Let me get some water here. But yeah, a baby Ardbeg. If you're familiar with Ardbeg at all, I'm not gonna waste water. It's clean. All right. See, it's got a little bit of smokiness to it. It's got, I don't know, it's got that sea salt, just yumminess. Oh my God. Oh man, that is good stuff. You get the opportunity. I saw a bottle of that up in Pennsylvania, and I'm pretty sure you can get it here in North Carolina. If I ever see it again, I'm going to get another bottle because that one's almost empty. Now, the last one I'm going to sip on is this one. This is the Glenmorangie 12-year Highland single malt Scotch whiskey, aged 12 years, aged in American oak bourbon casks, finished in select sherry casks, and it stands at 43% alcohol by volume. So this one right here is a, it's a Highland Scotch, and I tend to like, Highlands, a Highland Park single malted up here. Lefroy and some of, Ardbeg and some of the Islay Scotches, I'm a huge fan of Islay Scotches. I just love the smokiness of them, which is why I thought the Highland Park was just, that Magnus was just came out of left field. I wasn't expecting that. This one right here is more of a standard single malt Highland Scotch, but the sherry cask finish, just gives it a little brightness. I mean, it's not quite, the flavors aren't quite so muted. And let me finish this one. All right. All right, I'll try this one, and then, oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to do one more. We'll just do a sip of this. A lot of flowers, a lot of citrus. it's just this one is just, it's so clean. Yeah, definitely you get that citrus punch, a little bit of spice, not a whole lot of heat to it at all. This is a great sipping Scotch. I mean, some people will say, okay, this is a 12-year Glenmorangie, and then I've got a 12-year Dewars, or Dewars, however, I don't know, how do you say this? Say in the comments, how do you say it? When I first looked at it, I called it Dewars, and then I know a lot of people call it Dewars. I don't know, I guess you could say both ways, I don't know. Just my thing. And then the last one that I want to share that I picked up just this past weekend that I was just so surprised with is Buffalo Trace White Dog. This is mash number 1. It is a corn, rye, and malted barley recipe. 62.5% alcohol, so 125 proof. I mean, that's just crazy. And Buffalo Trace, they make some great stuff. I mean, I don't know anybody that doesn't like Buffalo Trace or any of the stuff that comes out of Buffalo Trace Distillery. So let me finish this one off. Like I said, just coat your tongue. It's a mouthful of goodness right there. All right. Now this one was extremely surprising. You know what? I'm just gonna get another glass here. This one was extremely surprising because I was like 125 proof. It's clear, and I was like, whoo, that's gonna hurt me. And honestly, if you have a little bit too much of this, yeah, it would. But we're just gonna have a little splash of this one. Oh my gosh. Oh, that is insane. It smells like s'mores or it's just it's sort of like that chocolate graham cracker. Oh my God, it just punches it in your face. It's like you're sitting next to it. It's not smoky. No, don't get me wrong, it's not smoky, but it smells like the s'mores, you know, that you have over a campfire or something, right? It just smells like that sort of that burnt graham cracker crust, and a lot of cinnamon, sort of like a cinnamon toast. And you know, for 125 proof, that kick doesn't get you until, okay, that kick doesn't get you. I don't know. Some other people may say differently, but this right here is smooth drinking, and it tastes amazing. And this I picked up, I think it was like 16 bucks in the Youngsville ABC store. And they had about 4 or 5 bottles, not 5, you know, more like 10 bottles when I picked this one up. So if you get the opportunity, get you some of this. It is amazing. All right. So that is my opinions on the whiskeys, okay? I am not a professional at all, as I stated at the beginning of this video, but I just love whiskey. And thanks for joining me on this one. As I've stated in the past, I want to do more with this channel than just whiskey. I mean, maybe called the Whiskey Hideaway, but I've had so many plans to go down to my favorite brewery, Tarbanks, and damn it, I'm going to try and do that this weekend. Now, they have a new distiller. They have a new brewmaster down there who is doing some amazing things in such a short period of time. Now, when I say short period of time, it may take him a month or something like that. But to us, it's like, boom, we're getting a new beer almost every other week. And they've got so many beers down there. I want to go down there and do a flight. Now, some of their beers, I'm not a huge IPA fan. Because I like whiskey, I guess I'm more inclined to like the stouts and the porters and the red ales and the ambers and stuff like that. I don't have anything wrong with a Pilsner, but I I loathe IPAs and some of their other stuff that they do with like ciders and everything. I'm like, nah, it's just not me. I'm not a huge fan. But I'm going to go down there. I'm going to get a flight and I'm going to review it in the upcoming video. So stay tuned here on the YouTube channel. Be sure to go ahead and like the video. Hit that subscribe button if you get the opportunity. And follow us. I'm also on Facebook. We have a Whiskey Hideaway Facebook page if you're interested in that. Just has some pictures of some of the different stuff here in the Hideaway. And, you know, hey, you know what? I may even make a video. I'm really big into darts. I may even make a video here upcoming of, we're having a big barbecue cook-off between my brother and my good friend Sandy, and we're also going to do some little luck of the draw darts tournament, and I may take some video of that and post it on here. So, you know, more things to come, so check out the channel, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.